Hey guys, it's Ben here, coming to you today from the King of Prussia Mall, and wanted to start today's Sunday school lesson with a question. Have you ever really wanted something? You really desired something? I want you to take a second, pause the video, and come up with something that you really wanted. Now, I'm not sure if you paused the video or if you already just know something that you really want for Christmas or in life, or maybe on a vacation. It's a toy or it's a video game or it's some clothes, or whatever the case may be, something that you really desire and really want. That's what we're going to be talking about today, is what do you want and what happens when you get it. I'll tell you a quick story about a digital camera that I wanted. When I was sort of in my teens, Sony had come out with these new digital cameras, and these cameras could film at 3.2 megapixels, you guys. Back then, it was absolutely hard to conceive that it could film with such clarity. Not only did this camera film, but it took pictures at the same time, digital pictures. And I think you can sense in my sarcasm where I'm going. I got the camera one day and I treated it like gold. I loved that camera. I took pictures and videos of my family and my friends and basketball games and the zoo and so forth, and I really, really loved that camera. But what happened was, as the years went on, the camera that was once so treasured started to get outdated. And even, this phone that I'm filming on now, an iPhone XR, can film and record and do so much more than that little Sony camera could way back then. That camera is obsolete. I do not desire that camera. It is lame and old and is in the trash. I literally threw it away. The desire of my heart is now in a big dumpster somewhere, a big pile of trash. And so that's where I want to go today with you, as I am sitting here talking about what you want and desires. I am in King of Prussia Mall, as you probably already guessed. You can see behind me many of the shops and the big ceilings. King of Prussia Mall is filled with almost all of the desires that this world has to offer you. You can get cars, you can get rings, jewelry, you can get shoes, jeans, jackets, coffees, lunch, anything almost, as far as I can tell. And the way I feel when I am here, and I'm not sure if many of you have that same feeling, but my desires get dragged left and right as I walk down these hallways. And when I go into some of the shops, I get anxious because I do start to desire all of the things that are in there. And what it does, it sort of has this introspective effect on me. It makes me look at myself. I look in the mirrors as I go by, and just when I've gotten out of a store looking at shirts, I look at my own shirt and I think, this shirt is the worst. Jeez, I'm a loser. And then just when I get out of the store looking at shoes, which I was doing today, I look at my own shoes. I put them back on after I've tried on the new, beautiful smelling and looking and comfortable shoes that they have to offer in these shops. And my own shoes are lame and old and smelly and dirty. And I just feel this need to get things that comes with being around a place where everything is available materially. So I don't like being in malls. I only like coming when I know what I want. I come in, I get it in and out. I feel less greedy and less materialistic. So Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." And I think sometimes that particular verse gets taken out of context. People think that if you love God, He'll give you whatever you want, is the basic translation, which is not correct. God will not give you a Tesla, which is available here at King of Prussia Mall. He will not give you diamond rings or Foot Locker shoes, which are the ones that are my weakness, you guys. If I was super rich, I'd have tons of cool shoes from Foot Locker. But the verse says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Now, the desires of your heart is an interesting place to go because they're not material. What your heart desires when you buy material things are things like acceptance. You want people to love you. You want to love yourself. There's something in your heart that when you look at these material things, and I look at these material things, we're trying to achieve something that is not achievable. We're trying to buy joy, inner, true joy. We're trying to buy peace in our souls by what we put on our heads or our body or our legs or our shoes or our feet. We're trying to buy things that actually are God's. And there's an interesting tension there. So Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." When you delight yourself in the Lord, your desires start to gravitate towards what He wants for you. And what He wants for you are things like love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and gentleness and self-control. And those, you guys, are the things that don't get old. They don't rust. They don't get destroyed by moths or time. You'll never be able to, you never want to throw out those things in the trash, like my digital camera. And so it's a difficult tension. We live in this world. We have to put some clothes on, so we inevitably have to go shopping. And we inevitably feel these desires well up within us as we're shopping for things that we want. But I just want to challenge you today as we're looking at part 1 of a 2-part series. This is going to be a series on desires. So I want you to ask yourself the question today: what do you really desire? Think about the thing that you really want, maybe for Christmas. And think about, what do you really desire from it? So if it's a snowboard, for example, you really want a great experience on the mountain so you can have fun. And maybe fun is the thing that you really desire. Well, can you get fun anywhere else other than in a snowboard? And questions like that, I think, are really worth exploring, especially around this time of year with Christmas only a few weeks away. So today I'm going to leave you with this thought. Imagine if the things that you are shopping for as you walk the hallways of the mall are actually not available in stores. And what if you approached God the way you approach some of these stores? You expect them to have things that you like. You come with money, ready to give someone your money so they will give you what you want, which is stuff. But what if you approached the Lord that way? What if you went to the Lord in prayer expecting that He has it, that He can give it to you, and that He will give it to you if you give Him what He wants? Now, these shop retailers, they want your money. But God wants your desire. He wants you to love Him and pursue Him. And guys, go get Him. Even while you're shopping, remember that God can give you the true desires of your heart. Guys, I am praying for you this season. It's a tough time for everybody for many reasons. I hope that you get to see some of your family, whether it's digitally or in person. I hope that you're all safe and sound, that you have a great Thanksgiving and Christmas. God bless. See ya.